We were trying to have kids, and she had a miscarriage, which is, if anyone's ever had to go through that, is a really horrible experience. And then she had a second miscarriage, and they were trying to figure out what was wrong with her, because she's like, she's 30, 33, 34. And on December 26th of 2015, we found out she had leukemia. And that's the reason why she was having all these miscarriages. And it is one of those things where, you know how you kind of remember where you were when something happens? The world just sort of stood still, because we were at the emergency room and they didn't know what was wrong with her. And I had to call her parents, and like, we're all like at this emergency room, and it was just in utter shock. Like, there's no way. Like, leukemia. I mean, kids get leukemia, not 32, 33-year-old women. And turns out she had acute myeloid leukemia, which is a very aggressive form. And that, throughout this whole, her whole treatment, she actually battled it for 15 months and then ended up dying in 2017. Yeah, it's honestly, it's like, it's the shittiest thing to have to go through. And I had a lot of support. Don't get me wrong. Like, I had a lot of support, a lot of friends and family. We had this thing, we called it the care circle. We had this Jane's care circle, and it was like 150 people in this thing, right? And I would give updates. And actually, it's interesting, the updates are in the book, because I really wanted to show not only the public facing stuff, but then the private, like back and forth between that. Yeah. Because what we showed on the exterior facade, of course, like, fucking got this. Jesus, man, I'm on bum up this. We're going to crush this. Kidding me? I'm good to go. And inside, I'm like a complete wreck. But his whole point was like, we want to put people around them that model what we think is important. And I'm like, wow. That's pretty insightful. I feel like smarter already, right? You know what I mean? Like, oh, wow, I'm enlightened, And so as this whole stepfather thing starts to evolve, what I'm really trying to figure out is, how do I model? Like, I want her to see, this is what a good human, this is how a dynamic of a relationship works. This is what you should expect. This is what you should be like. No, I don't want I don't want anyone to hurt her. Like, I know jujitsu. I know I'm training in combat sports. Like, this whole protective thing, just so you know, I can take care of myself, right? And I'm going to take care of her, of course. I mean, I'm being a little facetious, but I'm not. But you know what I mean?